Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I told you I'd be back with a haul pretty quick. Greg and I went to 2 estate sales this morning. We haven't been to an estate sale in at least a month, maybe even longer. And we both just, needed to go to a good old estate sale. This first one that we went to, I had thought, oh, well, it would be nice to maybe run over there, but if I didn't get out for the day, I wasn't going to. I was going after some cross-stitch items, and I just was kind of, I'm not going to get up and go early for some cross-stitch. If I get it, I get it. That'll be great. But we had to get out. He needed to go get his juice from Sam's. So I said, while we're out, let's just run over to this estate sale, which led to another estate sale. But this is going to be kind of a long video, so I'm going to quit yapping. I picked up this cross-stitch strawberries. Now, yes, I have this, but I did pick this up for the booth. I'll put this in my booth this summer or late spring. I love this this strawberry one. I put it in my kitchen every year. I got 4 of the Christmas napkins. So that was great. I'm always looking for these. You can use them as actual napkins. You can have them coming out of things. You can just do all sorts of things with that. I have so many though. Those will probably go to my booth. I did get these 2 matching frames. Now they are plastic. Well, maybe more of like a resin. But these will look great. They look like older brass, so those will look great with some antique photos. There were several cross-stitched things, and they all had a little bit of damage on them. As far as like water damage, I guess. I don't really know. I can't tell if it's water damage or just dirt. But I tried to pick out ones that I thought people would like. So I really only got 3, and there were a ton. But some of them were, you could tell that they almost had like meaning to the person that did it. And so they could be a hard sell, and I don't want to just sit with stuff like that. But this, with the purple violets and the teacups, that would be so cute in a kitchen for spring or even summer. And of course the cup is blue and white. Ah, there's a little wedge of lemon. I just noticed that. And then this one has a lot of some type of damage. I don't know, but I just thought because of what it is and the colors in it, this would be great for fall, like tucked away in a cabinet or something. But I thought that was really sweet. I got a Bible, and it does have the person's name on it, but it was gifted to this person by her father on August 23rd, 1958, on her 17th birthday. So and she married, it's got her married date. She married July 9th, 1960 at 6 o'clock, Mr. Kenneth Ray Floyd. How cool is that? I didn't even notice that when I picked this up, but this is going to be a great to add to my collection. I got a bag of doilies, and I know you don't want to just sit here and just look at a ton of doilies, but I have long, like rectangle doilies. I got some beautiful, like table covering doilies. I know, I didn't have any doilies, y'all. I actually kind of messed up. And I was selling doilies so good that I put too many in my booth. And people, you would have to dig to find one. And I won't dig in a booth full. Like if I have to dig through doilies, I just won't do it. I was like decorating with them, and so I would sell those. But anyway, they just started sitting because I just had a basket full. So I brought them all home. I have like 2 or 3 in my booth now, and I need to just slowly put them out. I got overexcited because people were buying all my doilies because I have them at a very fair price. But I'm going to have to slowly feed some back in because I know people want them. I got this one that has some color on it. Look at that. Greg picked this one. I bet you couldn't have guessed that. Now this is for like, I don't know. Oh, is this a dress for a doll? Because there's little arms. Well, maybe it was. I don't know. But what I thought, because I thought it was for some kind of lamp, but you can use this. Just have it coming out of something for Christmas or, you know, summer months. This one is really nice. This would be like a good table runner or dresser runner. I made sure to take my time. I looked at them. They had a few with stains. I didn't get any of the ones with stains. I think there's only a couple more. Yeah, this one, some of the basic ones. Now, this one was cute, I thought. I don't really know what you would do, like, with these odd-shaped ones. I don't know if they were mistakes or if there was something, you know, specific you would do. I always like these. They look pretty coming out of things with the pointy ends. And then we found these. A stack of little shaker boxes. Stop it. Are you kidding me? Greg didn't want to get them. They weren't priced. He was afraid that it was going to be some ridiculous price. They were not. And what this one is full of sewing stuff. So how cool is this? Then we went to, in Murfreesboro, we went to Honeybee's Antique Store. Now, what they have started doing with the back part of their store, they have started doing estate sales. And we've been to, when I got all those clock faces, we got it from Honeybee's estate sale. So from what I can tell, or at least what these two estate sales have been that we've been to, they've had more, we just haven't gone to all of them, is that when vendors need to get rid of some of their stock, that vendors are setting up in the back and they are running estate sales with estate sale prices. So I went after one thing and we ended up getting a ton of stuff. So let me start showing you what all we got. Now, a lot of you are not going to like this, but some of you will love it. We got this musical duck train, like when his wheels goes, he plays music. Greg wanted the duck. Isn't he cute? I got this card. I got Fidozilla. Look how stinking cute. He plays the xylophone. Is that not adorable? And for those of you that don't know, I collect antique toys to put up in my classroom. Now, while I'm telling you that, I want to talk about something real quick. I promise you, I am an intelligent person. And I had somebody just get all beside themselves thinking that I was letting students play with these toys. And a lot of these toys have lead in them, rusty. Please know that I am not letting students play with lead-painted, rusty toys. I can promise you that. What I do with these toys, I'm not sure how long it's been since you've been in a classroom, but you have like cabinets, almost like kitchen cabinets that have tops to them, and there's space between the top and the ceiling. And a lot of teachers use that to store curriculum or Kleenexes or extra school supplies or things like that. But I just cannot just have stuff like that just sitting up there. I understand why people do, but some teachers decorate up there. They'll decorate with stuffed animals or their favorite books or things. So I use antique toys for those areas. For one, every student that sees my antique toys always ask about them. So it's starting communication. It's opening up a dialogue. I do work with students that I need to distract sometimes, and these antique toys are great for that. It lets me kind of talk about a different time and different kind of toys. It's just cool. I like them. These kids get a kick out of them. I am not letting kids lick lead paint or play with toys. So please, before you comment things like that, just stop and think for just a minute and just realize, you know, like, I'm sure she doesn't want to lose her job. There's no way that she's letting kids play with these toys. I got this wonderful elephant. His ears are a little bent. Oh, and I don't want to mess with them. That popped. But I haven't really played with any of these, but how cute is that? I am assuming that the bell probably used to ring. I don't know, but he's just really cute little pool toy. And I wonder if these balls may have went up and down in his trunk. Oh, well, I don't know. That doesn't work anymore, but cute anyway. Now, Greg remembered this. I got jalopy. Look at that. I don't remember this, but how cute is that, driving the little car? This one is adorable. It's another xylophone, but it's a little bear. And the whole reason I went down there, y'all, I had been eyeballing this for over 2 years. It was this particular booth owner has booths at Four Sisters, and I had seen this in their booth for a couple of years, but they finally decided to mark it down, and everything today was 25% off on top of the sale price. But it is the Fisher-Price Circus, and there's the top. It does open. It has all the parts because we had already looked at it like a year ago. We almost bought it a year ago. Greg thought this was super cool. He loves animals. I always played with them as a kid. But this was a great find, and I am going to set this up on top of the cabinets so that it can be viewed. All right, and then we got things that weren't toy related. Well, I say that, but I did pick up this wonderful Sunny Days cover of a book, cover of a picture book. Isn't that great? That's going to go up there with everything else. And look at this. This is, I thought this was decoupage because the dog, you can feel him. But look. Look at that. I love that. Sweet little boy. It kind of reminds me of my son. So cute. Greg got this wonderful aged cheese box. Now it has a, it was like this. It has a doily on it. He's going to take the doily off. And I'll just add it to my stash. But look at the patina on that. That's great. He got another nail keg, but it is a smaller one than what he has. So that was great. And I like that it's not painted. He has two that are painted, and I don't like those. He likes this style of foot warmer, so he got a 3-pint foot warmer. He's not been able to find a foot warmer in a while. I got a sewing tomato. And I have sold a lot of these, so I don't know how many I have. I will have to check and see, because this one might be staying with me. For that laundry room, I got some Sweetheart soap. Some, I don't know, Bon Ami. It says it cleans mirrors, windows, and windshields. So that'll go in the laundry room. I got one small little boot. They didn't have the other one. This could have been one of those ones that they put in the wall or foundation of a house, unless it was just children's boots, children's shoes if they did that. But I thought, well, you never know. I might find another single one. I got a grater to hang on the wall. Greg got 2 Pez candy containers that are little chicks. And then he got another duck decoy, but this is like foam, like a real but he thought that was great. He said his needed a friend. All right, then he debated about this because this was $50, but it was 25% off. And it was like the most expensive thing that we bought. But I just thought that it was really cool. It does work. Somebody has fixed it to where it takes a battery now. So I don't know for sure where this will go. I think that it would be pretty on the mantle, but that would really alter how we decorate the mantle. It would be really pretty in the foyer too. But anyway, we got this clock. Woo! But there is some paper that's coming off back there, and I can't even make out any of what it says. Let me try to close that. But it's just a great little nice wooden clock. So I think it's neat. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how old it is. You know, I will never say anything is antique unless I can prove that it's antique. That is sort of a pet peeve of mine, the people that buy something from the 90s and say it's antique. No, it's not. And then I have to show you what, so the ladies that owned these items, they were there kind of, you know, interacting with the customers as they were looking at their things. And I got to talking to one because she noticed I was buying some antique toys. I told her what I was going to do with them. And I was leaving. She asked me if I'd go to her car with her, that she had something that she wanted to donate to my class. So let me show you. I tried to pay her. She would not take money. I do not talk to people. I'm just a talker. I enjoy talking to people. I don't talk to people to get things. But she was just thanking me for teaching, because if you don't have children or grandchildren, you may not know just how challenging our days can be sometimes. And she was thanking me for staying in the profession and, you know, just loving on the kids and, you know, just being there for them. So she wanted if my class would use this. And I do think that this will be a great little thing to let some of the girls, well, to let any of the kids play with. I'll have to look at it and see how I'm going to display it, because it is kind of, I could see where I'm going to have to explain one part of it. Let me show you. So it is Candy Fashion, the dream of every little girl, the doll with the world's most exquisite clothing. Some of you may recognize this from your childhood days. I don't know when it came out. I had never seen it before. But I'll have to Google it and see exactly when this was, you know, for sale. But it has 4 doll bodies. I don't want all this stuff to fall out, so hold on. And then you just, you change her head. So look, how cool is that? Now I will, rest assured, I will do my research. I will make sure that if I let the kids play with this, that there's nothing toxic on it. I will look into all of that, you know, see, is it just something that we need to display? It has all the little purses and shoes and things like that. So before I set it out, I will definitely make sure that it is something safe for them to play with. And the reason that I would even consider letting them play with it is that she told me, if at all possible, she would like for the kids to be able to play with it. So I told her I would have to do some research on it, and then we will see. All right, guys, so that is it. That is all we got for, that's a lot for our, hey, there's a couple of estate sales, let's just run to them and see. And then we had to go, Greg is hooked on like fruit juice right now. He's going through a kick. I don't know if you ever do that, but you have things you just have to have. So we ran to Sam's and adulted a little bit. But anyway, this is going to be it, guys. I hope that y'all have a great rest of your week. And until I see you again, happy thrifting.